This is the introduction of my spirograph machine in regards final project. Here's a basic look of the machine, and in the video I will explain how the mechanisms of this machine work. So how the spirograph machine works is that it has a motor underneath the base to rotate it, and it also is powered by a turret that when rotated it slides on this bolt right here to be able to do a rotation on this base. So I will show you how this will work. So we will set the program. We have our on-off period, which will change when you press up and down. So we will turn it on by pressing it on, and you can see how the period is moving now. Also the base is moving, and here we will have our marker to sort of pattern on the baseboard. So this is how it looks like when the marker is installed in the machine. We have run into a few problems. We will be covering them in a second. So here we will turn on the machine, and we can see how the marker makes contact on the first loop, but it loses the contact when it does the rotation. We will try to make it go lower or a little higher to demonstrate what happens. So if we move the marker closer so it makes more contact with the base, what it will do is that the state will start to rotate, but once it gets in contact with it will stop because there's so much friction. And unfortunately, because there was because of hand management issues and other issues that we ran into, we weren't able to be fixed. Now I'll be introducing my coding. Here are the tools that we use the motor for. This would be our turret, this would be our platform motor, and our controller. So here's the beginning of our code. Here's where we declare our on-off variable. Here's our run forever loop, which tells us that we're in the primary loop. It tells us what's the value of our on-off loop here. So here's our first stop loop. While on-off is equals to 0, we will print out the powers off, and we'll print again the value of on-off. So what this will do is it will stop the motors for the turret and the platform. And here we say that if the button of the controller is pressing up to slow down the program and change the value of on-off to +1. And we clear the screen. Afterwards, we move on to the on loop. Again, it will tell us that the power is on and the value of on-off. This will turn on the turret motor, and it would set it to 50%, and it will turn on the platform, and it will set it up to 15%. Now, if we press the button up again, it will slow down the program, and it would change the value of on-off to 0. So it would basically turn the power back off. And if the controller is pressing down again, it will do the same thing. It will subtract 1 from the value, and it will turn it back off. And that's my code for my final project. Thank you. So in this part of the video, I will be going over to the inspirations of this project and some ideas that I had at the beginning of the year. So starting off, it's this Exploder machine, or also a CNC machine. This was one of the initial ideas, and however, due to time management and changing ideas, 2 weeks into the project, I saw this other video online of this graphic machine. You can see how it uses rotation to make patterns into the base, and that's one of the main ideas that was used into this final project. Also, in a few seconds, we'll be looking at another machine that we had a lot of ideas taken from in the design of the final project. We did have a little bit of difficulties implementing the ideas into the actual project. However, we tried as best as we could, and this will conclude the end of this video. Thank you.